Today on DynoVfr. So Wilmington, Delaware is not very far from us. We usually go to it a bunch of times during the year, and there's a bunch of skate parks almost nearby. This was a cold January morning. We started off hot at this random snow pile that we saw, and I just told Nick, "Hey, jump it! Like, just do something on it because, you know, the fisheye makes it look kind of cool right now." So we started running them. He threw one over there, hit his ass like 3 times to start it off, and it's like, wow, this is how we're starting 2024. Beautiful morning sunshine. But at this point, I think it's 7:27 in the morning because we met up at like 6. So still bright and early. He finally throws one that's good. Goes all the way over. The sunlight was just immaculate at this point. And that's the kind of the thing when you get the winter and the colors, like they just look so good together. But then across the street, as I saw this little platform with like a stone wall that I felt like it'd be kind of cool if you got both wheels on and like kind of went wall to wall and kind of go to dunk, you know what I mean? And it also got the legs going, you know. It's bright and early, it's wet, it's cold, and your body in the winter doesn't want to work like that, especially on skates. It takes like, especially for us old men, it takes us a while to get going. So I threw one, I got both feet on there, felt kind of good. Thought I was the man on the 360, but clearly when I ran the tape back, I knew I didn't get both feet on there, and I should have known when I felt it. But instead, ran another one back. The weird thing about this, it was so quick, so you had to like quick jump and then it was right there. And to kind of like time it to where, especially when it's a little wet on brick, it's a little slippery, to time it where I could actually get my feet on there at the same time and actually ride away comfortably. I did one I was kind of happy with. I wanted to go the fakie, but like at this point it's like, who cares? Could I have? Yeah. Should I have? Yeah. Did I? No. We drove to an old spot, and I said, you know what, Nick, would it be funny if you got a grind clip on there? And then of all things,
no problem.
This man's like, you know what, I'm gonna throw a Truceman top ass, and I don't think in my life, I don't think I've ever seen this man do it. And you know, first time was a little bit of a disaster, you know, as you would expect. We don't skate rails too often, especially flat rails. Then you just keep loading it up, hopped over the crack, and just gave it to you. Locked it in perfectly, came off fakie. The park that nobody ever goes to, cobblestone hip ramps. It kind of set up like Payne's is, if you think about it. It looks just like Payne's. Same quarter pipe, same angle of the thing to grind on, same material damn near that you roll down, so it's pretty much the Payne's quarter pipe in real life. I think this is where they got their inspiration from it. But Nick's doing his little, you know, things that Nick does. He's putting a hole into the ground and, you know, nearly dying sliding down the cobblestone brick, but that's Nick. Then he slaps one and it actually looked kind of cool. Worked out good. I thought it fit good in the video, fit good at the spot I put it in. Sunny day there in Wilmington, but man, wasted. The sound is so cool, you just hear that.
Good? Yep.
Turned down the street and there was like a church, and then we're just like, is that just a street of banks?
Hey,
And it turned out to be a street of banks.
Getting
With
nice
the hip
out today,
there
huh?
to it.
I see. I can take this video.
That's right, you're gonna be sweating in a minute. That's it.
Hit the typical KG, come out the KG way. And then I was like, let me just boost the 3. Could have muted it, yeah, it would have looked dumb. Could have paralleled, probably would have looked great. Could have stayed it, probably would have looked cool. But I felt like I'd never do no grab, especially at 360, because there's like helicopters flying everywhere. And these guys, like, they're searching for somebody, like, kind of like right above where we are, or something, just like, you know, Wilmington. And Nick lines up, he throws a zero spin. I don't even think I used this clip in the video. I should have used it, but he did a couple zero spins. I don't think he liked it. I think that's why I didn't use it. But boosted this one, it looked really good. And then got a nice little shot of him riding down the waves, and just like, it's so random where they put some of these spots, and it's like, why is this here? It's like off the parking lot, like the side of Wilmington, like it should not be there. Like literally, like there's a city over here, then this is like in the side cut, like on the outskirts of the city pretty much. And this wall ride might look easy on camera, but it's one of those ones. This hill was really steep, so this hill will shoot you down. This hill like shoots you down so fast, and the wall ride, as you can see that pipe that's sticking out past there. So I gotta like go at the wall ride at the correct speed where I can get on the wall and get off of it at the same time, and where I don't run into that pipe, because that pipe was death. And not only that, the ground is so cracked up and destroyed. I had done this trick like a while before, but I wanted to do it better, and I wanted to get it to fakie, which I thought would be cool. So I threw one, which I didn't really like. I thought it was good. Like I thought it came off the stall good, and then I just didn't get the feet on the wall the way I wanted to. I felt like I could have like wall rode a little bit better. And at the time I was like, you know, stoked. But you know, you're always stoked in the moment. And then when I looked at the trick, I was like, yeah, I gotta clean it up a little bit. So walked back up. Threw it again, and this is the weird thing about it. It's like it's just Nick standing in like the middle of the hill, and there's a road coming this way, and luckily it's kind of a one way down the hill, but it's a little sketchy when you go fakie like down the hill and don't know if somebody could be coming or not. And Nick's looking through the camera, so it's not like he's exactly looking at traffic. So do it, get it good. Stoked with it, swing it, knock it out of the park, and then he pans away, and I swear like my foot on my frame like skipped a little bit, and it slid out my foot, and I slammed my hip so bad, like so bad, where I was like, I might have broke my hip right here, not even doing anything. Like I already did the trick, I've already landed it, I rolled away, and now I'm getting smoked for this. I absolutely destroyed my hip. I was done for the day after that. I didn't even get another attempt at this. I probably wanted to do it better, but I limped to the car, put my shoes back on, and that was a wrap. And that ended our time in Wilmington. That was just one of the trips we went to Wilmington. We have gone back, and that'll be in another episode. There's so much to cover in Wilmington. It's kind of crazy.